So I just watched the John Wick movie Ballerina, and I'm going to talk about it. So if you haven't seen it, pause this, drop a like on it, save it, and come back. So, start off. Did I like this movie? Yeah, I had a great time. Was it the best John Wick movie? No, because it's not a John Wick movie, it's a spin-off. But more on that later. So I'll start off by saying Ana de Armas was great. She carried the movie fantastically. She blended the action sequences with the acting really well, and I liked her portrayal of the ballerina. I thought she was great, and they left the movie open-ended so she could come back, and I'm all for it. I think a sequel would be really cool. She rocked. All her stunts were great. I don't know if she did this herself, but I wouldn't put it past her because she's done action sequences in James Bond and other films, and I think she killed it. So, literally. One of the things I didn't really understand is what they did with Norman Reedus. He is supposed to be this big character in the movie, and he's in there for probably less than 2 minutes of screen time. I wish he was in it more, but they did keep him alive, so that's cool because he could come back in the sequel, and I'm all for that. But I doubt he will, just for the storyline. But I wish he was in it more. That's one of my criticisms. Another criticism, John Wick, which is sad because John Wick is like the reason that this movie is made because it's the John Wick universe. I don't think John Wick needs to be in this movie. Personally, it's really cool to see him in the beginning of the movie. They do like a flashback to movie 1 where John Wick is, going to fight the guy that killed his dog. But other than that scene, they don't need him at the end. I think it would have worked better if Norman Reedus' character came back and helped her instead of John Wick. It didn't really work for me, but it was cool to see him nonetheless, and he did kick lots of ass. So it wasn't an awful thing. It just, to me, it was fan service in a movie that was already fan service because it's a spin-off of a movie that fans like. So I did really like this, though. I liked this a lot. Ian McShane. I think they de-aged him for the movie because Ian McShane is in his 80s and he looked really young in this film because it takes place in the past in the John Wick franchise. Ian McShane, always great, always the frickin' amazing general of the Continental Hotel. Love to see him. Gabe Byron. I don't know where he's been, but he's back in movies now, and maybe I've just missed the movies he's been in, but he was great. Great villain. The thing that bothered me about him, I think, was just the writing. I think the writing for him was boring. It was a very just, normal storyline, and I think that was my problem with the whole film. All in all, the writing was subpar. I think the storyline was kind of boring overall, even though the action sequences were quite great. I would give it a solid 7. A solid 7. It could have been better if the writing was better, but it was 2 hours of just nonsensical violence, but it was really cool violence. So while being nonsensical as far as writing goes, visually it was cool. I mean, there was a 5-minute sequence where 2 people were just fighting each other with flamethrowers. I mean, it doesn't get much cooler than that. So if you like the John Wick movies, go see Ballerina. It's out now, it's in theaters, and it's a fun time.